Audible? I hope I'm audible to all. Okay. Good evening to all. So for last lectures, we covered the point that is shadow and deep copy operations. Okay. Before that, we will revise the previous concepts which we have learned. Just inform if there is an unwanted noise from outside. Okay. For last lectures, we have covered efficient array of numerical values. In that point, we have covered the how to implement the arrays in Python with the help of list and tuples that we have seen. Next, that is dynamic type creations and names for built-in types. Okay, so there are two ways to create the dynamic types that we have seen, two syntax in it. So then we have started the shadow and deep copy operation. That point we are going to continue as it is. We will wait for few more minutes so that other people can join, because only 50 students are there still. So before that, we are going to revise the concept for shadow and deep copy operations. So that we are going to discuss the shadow copy versus deep copies with the help of examples in Python. Okay, let it be we start. आज तुम्हाला लेक्चरला लेट झालंय का? निमिषा मॅडमनी कधी सोडलं तुम्हाला? ॲट व्हॉट टाइम? When you left from previous session, can somebody ping me in the chat box when she has taken your attendance? I don't know why students are joining very late because since last 15 minutes I'm okay. Fine, let it be. Those who want to join, they will join. Otherwise, they will. Okay. So that that point we have already started under the shadow and deep copy operations. Copy an object in Python that we have seen for the last lecture. With the help of is equal to operators, we can create the copy of an object and we can create a new object. So it doesn't allow in the Pythons, but when we are using is equal to operators in C and C++, it only creates a new variables that shares the reference of the original objects. So that examples we have already executed for the previous lectures. Okay. Okay, and one more point. So I just wanted to tell you that whatever the changes we are doing in the new list or old list, so that changes will be visible to the new list also. Okay, so that the contents will be visible, modified contents will be visible to other list also. So that is the copy of an object. So next is a deep copy. Okay, so in many programs that we write, no matter how basic they are, we end up with the needing to copy a list or an object for one or many reasons. So like computational efficiency. Okay. So deep copy is in Python. So deep copy makes a new and separate copy of an entire object or list with its own unique memory address. What does it mean? If is that any changes you make in the new copy of object or list won't reflect in the original one. Okay, whenever deep copy operation, it means that whenever you are creating the new object, it cannot when you are creating the entire object or new objects, it will only changes whenever you are copying the new objects. So this process happens by first creating a new list or objects, followed by recursively copying the elements from the original one to the new one. Okay, so that is definition is given. Deep copy creates a new object and recursively adds the copies of nexted object present in the original element. So that is the use of deep copy operation. So let's continue. So to put it briefly, both of the objects are completely independent of each others. When we are creating the new objects, we will create then copies of nexted object which is present in our original elements. Okay, so whatever the changes, so whatever the objects are there, so that both objects are completely independent of each others. So this concept is similar to your passing by values in language, call by values and call by reference. Okay, so let's see the example for the deep copy operation. So to implement the concept of deep copies in Python, we will be using the copy model. Okay, so we are using the copy model to implement the deep copy operations. So let's say we have a list of lists called result A. Suppose we have the list which is called as result of A, which contains grades of student A in 3 subjects for the first 2 years of schools, and we wish to create an exactly similar list of result for student B. Okay, so there are two students, there are two student A and student B. These are the two classes, and we are calculating the grades of 3 subjects. Okay, so we will try and make a deep copy of result A list and make a new changes in that deep copy later to show the grades of student B. Okay, so there are two students, there are two variables are there, student A and student B. So we have to make the deep copy of result B variable. So I will show how to do it in the programs. Okay, so I will, here I will do it. Import copy result dash of A is equal to, okay, in that write grades of 3 subjects, that is 90, 85, 82. Then 72, 88, 90. Okay, and then enter. Now result of B is equal to, right here, that is copy dot deep copy, and in bracket, that is copy of original element, that is pass here result of A. Okay, result of A, and then enter. Next, print of result A, result of A, then enter. Okay, so result of A, the list as it is list here going to display. Next, result of B. Sorry, before that I need to write print result of B. Result of B. Okay, and then enter. Check both the list. Okay, so whatever the list which is there in previous variable, that is result A, so these are the grades of the students. 90 grades of subject, not a student. Okay, 90, 85, 82, 72, 88 and 90. Okay, so copy, use deep copy for a result A variable. So result B is equal to copy dot deep copy result of A. So whatever the result, whatever the list which is there in result A variable, as it is list is going to display in the deep copy. So let's see the definition of deep copy. So deep copy creates a new object and recursively adds the copy of nexted object present in the original एलिमेंट्स. ओके, जे ओरिजिनल आपली लिस्ट आहे किंवा ओरिजिनल एलिमेंट्स आहेत ते तुमच्या कशामध्ये होणार आहे, कॉपीज होणार आहे न्यू variable new object मध्ये, that is the result of B, that is another objects. Okay, so that is for the deep copy operations. So next is a shadow copy operations. So shadow copy also makes a separate new object or list, but instead of copying the child element to a new object, it simply copies the reference to their memory address. Okay, directly in shadow copy we are copying only reference of their objects. Hence, if you make a changes in the original object, it would reflect in the copied object and vice versa. To put it briefly, both the copies are dependent on each others. So deep copy मध्ये कसं होतं, independent होते, जे पण copies होते किंवा objects, so they are independent. And but in shadow copy they are dependent. Copies are the dependent on each other. This is similar to the concept of passing by reference. And deep copy pass by value, and shadow copy pass by reference. So this is similar to the concept of passing by reference in programming language like C++, comma C sharp and Java. So let's see the same example for the shadow copy. Instead of copy, okay, so I will write same program. Instead of typing, I will copy this program here. Okay, copy, then result of A, same list, or create the same object. Okay, result of A, that is the grades, and result of B. Okay, but instead of here deep copy, use only copy, that is shadow copy. Okay, and then result of A, and then enter, then print result of A. Okay, so okay, instead here it is space पड़ना, so I will just copy, print, and I will enter. Okay, so that is our result A object, and second is the result B. So print, will copy, I will make here changes, that is result of B. Okay, so that is the before in a deep copy we are using here copy dot deep copy, but in shadow copy we are using only copy dot copy, that is for copying the reference of your object. So in this script we use the copy methods from the copy module to make a shadow copy of list, that is result of A, which we name as result of B. Next, the contents of both the list have been printed on the console. Okay, so there's these whatever the contents are there in object A, in object B, same the contents are going to display in the shell. So that is the shadow and deep copy operation. So what will be the difference between both? So deep copy stores copies of an object values. So deep copy क्या करता है? It will store the copies of an object values, whereas shadow copy stores reference to the original memory address. That I already told. The deep copy will store the copies of an object values, and shadow copy will store the reference to the original memory address. So that is same as like a call by values which we are using in deep copy, and call by reference, that is we are going to store the reference to the original memory address. So deep copy doesn't reflect the changes made to the new or copied object in the original objects. Okay, so deep copy doesn't reflect the changes made in the or made to the copied objects in the original objects, whereas shadow copy does. So that is the difference between both the shadow and deep copy operations. Before we move on the implementation, I would like to imagine the scenario. Let's say two people wish to share a drink. Okay, that is a real time example is given. Two people wish to share a drink. They have two empty glasses and two straws. Two straws. They can share this drink in two ways. Okay, they can share the drinks in two ways. First, put the drink in one glass and put both the straws in that glass for sharing. Okay, that is the see the real time example. It is very interesting. Before we move on the implementation, I would like to say the example. So say there are two people wish to share a drink. They have two empty glasses and two straws. They can share this drink in two ways. Okay, first way is put the drink in one glass and put both the straws in that glass for sharing. And second ways to share the drink, put the drink in both the glasses and put one straw in each glass. Okay, म्हणजेच काय, put the drink in one glass and put both the straws in that glass for sharing. And second reason is put the drink in both the glasses and put one straw in each glass. So the first scenario is that of shadow copy. Both the variables and instance are pointing using the same memory locations for their operation. And second scenario is for the deep copy. Both variables and instance are pointing to or using two different memory location for their operation. Is the deep and shadow copy operations. So I have executed the programs for both. Okay, you can also try the same programs. And one more difference that I want to tell, though deep copy is independent to each others and shadow copy are the dependent to objects. Okay, so that is the difference between the deep copy and shadow copy. So just remember that. So the next point we are going to see. Okay, so that is the mathematical functions. I think some students want to join. I will allow them. Okay, so next point is the mathematical functions in Python. सो जसं आपण डीप कॉपीला कॉपी हे मॉड्यूल्स इम्पोर्ट करत होतो, तसंच मॅथेमॅटिकल फंक्शनला मॅथ हे फंक्शन किंवा मॅथ हे मॉड्यूल्स इम्पोर्ट करावा लागणार आहे. सो दॅट वी आर गोइंग टू सी. So which are the mathematical functions are there in Java? Can somebody? Which are the mathematical functions? Okay. Okay. So the math module is used to access the mathematical functions in the Python. Same as like a strings, regular expression, general calendar related functions, then date and time functions. For that we are using the different modules to access the regular expression, to access the strings, to access the date and time operations, and to access the general calendar related functions. We are using the different modules for accessing the values. So for mathematical functions, math module is used to access the mathematical functions in the Python. All methods of these functions are used for integer or real time objects. So whatever the functions are this, all the functions are used for the integer or real type object, not for the complex number. To use these modules, we should import that modules in our code. Okay. To use these modules, we need to import these modules in our code. So let's say import math. Okay. Import math. So this is our one modules, and some of the constants are used to put them into our calculations. So let's say these are the constants and their descriptions. That is pi. Return the value of pi. Either it may be 22/7 or it may be the 3.14. So this is our mathematical function pi. Then e is for the exponential. Return the values of natural base. That is value for e is 0.718282. Then tau, so return the values of tau is equal to 6.283185. Then infinity, that is inf. So that is the another fourth mathematical function, returns the infinity numbers. Next is a nan, nan, not a number type. Okay. So these are the mathematical functions which is available in the Python. So that's it. Okay. Next is a numbers and numeric representations. Numbers and numerical representation. So these functions which is used to represent the numbers in different forms. That is कसे numbers represent करायचे, numerical values कसे represent करायचे in the Python with the help of mathematical functions. So these functions which is used to represent numbers in forms. The methods are like below. The methods are given. Before that, what is numbers? Numbers data type stores the numerical values. They are immutable data types. Means that immutable means changing the values of a numbers data type result in a newly allocated object. So number objects are created when you assign the values to them. So variable 1 is equal to 1 and variable 2 is equal to 10. So here numbers objects which is created. So variable 1, that is the object. You are assigning the values to that object, that is variable 1 is equal to 1 and second object is variable 2 is equal to 10. So that is the numbers and we are assigning the values to them. So you can also delete the reference to the number object by using the delete statement. Okay, so you can delete the reference for that numbers with the help of syntax, that is delete the variable 1, variable 2 and variable 3 like variable n. So we are deleting the object like that. So you can delete a single object or multiple object by using the delete statement. For example, delete variable A, delete variable B, the delete variable C, D, like that. You can delete an object of that reference. So these are the functions which is these are the mathematical functions which is available. The first is cell. So cell returns the selling values. It is the smallest integer greater or equal to power of x. So that is the selling value. This integer point मध्ये जर ते value असेल तर I will show the program for programs. For that purpose I will use website. Okay, so this is for the mathematical functions. You can also use tutorials.point.com website for Python. So these are the mathematical functions and numbers. Okay, so Python support the 4 different numerical values that I have already explained for the previous PPTs: integer, long, float, and complex. Okay, these are 4 data types which is used for the numerical types only. These 4 types support for the numerical types. Integer, that is sign integer, that is integer, either it may be with positive numbers or it may be the negative numbers. Then long, then float, floating point and real values, also called as float. They can represent the numbers that is written in the decimal point. Then complex numbers. Okay, that complex number, for example, a plus b of j, these are the complex numbers. Okay, so number type conversion, तर इंटिजरचं आपल्याला फ्लोट मध्ये करायचं असेल, लॉंगचं डबल मध्ये करायचं असेल तर दॅट इज द number type conversion. So Python converts the number internally in an expression containing the mixed types to a common type for evaluation, but sometimes you need to convert the number explicitly from one type to another to satisfy the requirement of then operator or function operator. So let's say type int of x to convert x to a plain integer. आपल्याला माहितीच आहे int of x काय असते ते. Normally it is going to convert the x variables into the integer. Then long x, conversion of x to the long integer. Float of x, that is the to convert the x, that is floating point numbers. Then complex x, to convert the x to a complex numbers with the real part of x or imaginary parts. So a plus, for example, a plus b of j. A is the complex number and b is the imaginary. B of j, that is the imaginary. When I comes, that is I of j or I of p, that is imaginary part, that is the 0. So type complex x comma y. Okay, type complex x comma y to convert the x and y to a complex numbers with real part x and the imaginary part of y, and the x and y both are the numeric expressions. Okay, so these are the mathematical functions which is available. Yes, I have just copied this point in my PPT also. That cell return the selling values. It is the smallest integers greater or equal to the numbers. Now we will see how to use that cell in our program. I will just delete everything. Okay. So cell Python number method, that is cell returns the selling values of x. Selling म्हणजे the point मध्ये value असेल तर, so the smallest integer not less than of x. So syntax is given, import math, that is we need to import the mathematical functions. So that is math. math dot cell of x. Math dot cell of x. Either it will return the smallest integer, but that integer should not exceed the less than the x variable. So here let's see. So note is given, this function is not accessible directly. So we need to import the math modules and then we need to call this function using the math static objects. So parameter x is a numerical expression that I have already told, and return the values. That is, this method will return the smallest integer, but that integer not less than the that variable. So here example is given. Okay, so if it is possible, you can try this example by your own. So all the examples are very simple for all the mathematical function. So import math, this will import the math modules, print in double code math dot cell, and here they are passing the two values. That value is either positive or negative. So here they have passed the negative values minus 45.17 comma math dot cell, and here they have passed the same negative numbers. Okay, so in that fashion, you can execute the programs for the mathematical functions. Okay, so I'm going to I'm only explain all these functions. So copy sign in bracket x comma y. So these functions returns the number x and copy the sign of y to x. Then febs of x, then return the absolute value of x. Then factorial, it will return the factorial of x. So you can give the any number to x variable, but the condition is given where x is greater than equal to 0. ओके, जर तुम्ही जो नंबर असेल ते 0 पेक्षा मोठा असावा तरच तुम्ही फॅक्टोरियल कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकता. देन floor of x, return the floor of value. It is the largest integer less or equal to the number of x. Then f, sum of iterable, find the sum of the elements in an iterable object. The greatest common division जर तुम्हाला काढायचं असेल तर with the help of math functions you can calculate the GCD of two numbers. Okay, so return the greatest common divisors of x and y. So these are the mathematical functions which is available in the Python, and for that if you want example for each and every functions, then I have already told, use the tutorials.com websites. So every examples are there. So I will show one more time all the example for that. Okay, so this is for the cell. So next is a febs, that is absolute value. Okay, so feb of x. So this is the examples are there. You can try these examples if you want more. Then floor of x. Okay, so same floor of x, same syntax are there, same values are there, and you can also pass the positive or negative numbers as a parameters. X आहे long 10 of x आहे base 10, then max, minimum, power, round, square root of a numbers. Okay, so all the mathematical functions which is available here. If you want example for each and every functions or methods, then you can use the tutorials.com website. So okay, so this is for the numbers and numerical values. So is infinity. So check whether x is neither an infinity nor not an element. So is infinity, check whether x is infinity. Is none of x, check whether x is not a numbers. Reminders, power, then comparisons. Okay, every mathematical functions is there in the Python also. Same for जसे जावा मध्ये आहे तसे सेम पायथॉन मध्ये पण आहे. देर इज नो different that I have explained. Python supports 4 numerical types, that I have already explained. 4 types आहेत ते न्यूमरिकल टाइप्सला सपोर्ट करतात, इंटीजर, लॉंग, फ्लोट आणि कॉम्प्लेक्स. Okay, so next is next one, generate the pseudo random numbers. So I will discuss this point for the next lectures. Okay, so I will take your attendance. I think 2 or 3 points are remain still. 3 points is remaining, that is generate pseudo random numbers, then function in programming language, and last is the file and directory access. That point we are going to see for the next lecture. Okay, so today's homework is try shadow and deep copy operation examples. Whatever the examples you will get from the internet, just try all the examples for that point. In this unit, shadow and deep copy operation point is very important, not for here but for the question will be asked based on this point at the time of interview. Okay, so they will ask the difference between shadow and deep copy operations, and give the real-time examples. I have given that real-time example for the uh, sharing of drinks with the that example I have given, that sharing of drinks. You can give the as it is examples and explain that point properly in front of HR also. Okay, so I will take your attendance, and for the latest for next lectures we are going to continue the next point. So anybody is having any doubt in these 2 points, shadow and deep copy operation and mathematical functions? Only 2 points we have covered. Okay, if you have any kind of doubt, just ask me. Okay, start from TEA division. Roll number 1.
Present.
2.
Present, ma'am.
3.
Present, ma'am.
4. 4 is absent from A division. 5. Absent. 6. Absent.
Present.
7.
6 present, ma'am.
Okay, 7.
Present, madam.
8. Roll number 8. Absent. 9.
Present, ma'am. Roll number 9.
10. 10. 11.
Present, ma'am.
12. Absent. 13.
Present, ma'am.
14.
Present, ma'am.
15. 15. 16.
16 present, ma'am.
17. Roll number 17. Absent. 18. Present. 19. 19. Absent. 20. Absent. 21.
Present, ma'am.
22. 22. 23. 24. 25.
Present, ma'am. 25 present, ma'am.
26 present, ma'am.
26. Okay. 27. 27 is absent. Okay. 24.
28
Okay.
present, ma'am.
29. Absent? 30.
30 present, ma'am. 30 present.
Okay, 31. 31. Absent. 32.
Present, ma'am.
33. 33 is absent. 34. Absent. 35.
Yes, ma'am. 35
36.
present.
37. 37 absent. 39.
Present, ma'am.
Sorry, 38. 38 absent. 39.
38 present, ma'am.
39. 40. 41. 42.
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am. 42.
43. 44.
Yes, ma'am. 44 present.
45. Absent. 46.
Yes, ma'am.
47. 48.
Yes, ma'am. Present, ma'am. 48.
48. 49.
49 present, ma'am.
50. 50 absent. 51.
Present, ma'am.
52. 52 is absent. 53. 54.
54 present.
55.
Present.
56. 57.
56 present.
Who's 56? 57. Okay, 57. 58. 59.
Present, ma'am. Present. 59.
58 present. 59.
59.
60. 60 आहे का? 61. 62. 63.
Present, ma'am.
63. 64. 65.
Present.
66. 66. 67. 68.
Present.
Okay, 69.
Present.
Okay, 70. 70 absent. Okay, I will call the absent number from TEA division. Roll number 4, 5, 8, 10, 12, 15, 17, 19, 20, 22, 23, 27, 29, 31, 33, 34, 36, 39, 40, 43, 45, 50, 52, 53, 57, 60, 61, 62, 64, 66, 67, 70. Now tell me.
4 present, ma'am. 5 is present.
4 is present.
4 is present.
5 is present. Next.
5 is also
27.
present.
27 is present. Next. अजून कोण आहे?
Roll number 41 present.
41. Yeah, she's present. Next. Next student. Done? Okay. 37 A, 37 is present.
35, ma'am.
30 yes present. Next. Okay. If a division student has given the attendance, then they can leave from the meeting room, and B division student give your attendance. Start from roll number A. Start. Roll number 1. Absent 2. Absent 3. Absent 4.
4 present.
Roll number 3 present. Present, ma'am.
1 is present. 2 आहे का? 3 आहे. 4.
3 present. Present.
4.
4 present.
5. 5. 5 is absent. 6. 6 आहे का? 6. 7. 8.
Present, ma'am.
8. 9. 10.
Present, ma'am.
कोण आहे 9?
Present, ma'am. 9 present.
9 कोण आहे रे? हा. 10. 11, 12.
11 present.
Okay, 12, 13,
Present.
14,
Present, ma'am.
14, 15,
Present, ma'am. 15.
16, 16, 17, 18,
ma'am. 17.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Present.
22, 23,
Present, ma'am.
23 कौन है? Okay, 24,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
25,
Present, ma'am.
26,
Present, ma'am.
26, 27,
Present, ma'am. 27.
28, 29, 30,
Present, ma'am. 30.
okay,
31.
31,
Present.
okay, 32,
33, madam.
33,
Present.
34, 35,
Present, ma'am.
36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45,
Yes,
46,
madam.
46 present, madam.
47,
45 present, madam.
47, 48, 49,
Yes, madam.
50,
48.
48 is present, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61,
Yes, ma'am.
62, 61 is present, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, okay, 70 present, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. 79 is present. 75. Next. अजून बी
Ma'am,
14.
16 present.
16. Okay, next.
23, ma'am.
हाँ present है 23. हाँ 23.
24,
Okay,
ma'am.
present. Okay.
24.
Okay, I will call the absent numbers. 33
33,
is
madam.
present. 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 18, 19, 20, 22, 29, 32, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 47, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Then 62 to 16 absent. Then 71 to 74 absent. 76, 77, 78, and 80. Am I
Ma'am,
right?
roll number
12. Okay, next.
45,
10.
madam.
45. Okay, present. Next. Next. 10 कोण म्हटलं? कोण म्हटलं 10?
Ma'am, 10.
वैष्णवी. Okay, next. झाले? Okay, now you can leave from the meeting room. 16 present. Vaishnavi, you are present. Vaishali Sule. She's present. Done.